Hey gang, it's Marie here from GoalieTrainingPro.com with Anthony Donskov of Donskov Strength and Conditioning in Columbus, Ohio. Donskov, fun fact, you grew up in London, Ontario partly, yes?
I did.
Yeah, Forest City peep. And Knights fans, you will remember Anthony's brother Misha for the great work he did with the London Knights. We still miss him, but he's moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, London's a great place. Our heart's still there. We have great friends and family there, and it's a fantastic place. And the London Knights are obviously a huge part of my brother's hockey history.
Yeah. What elementary school did you go to?
I went to Northdale Elementary School, which I don't even know exists any longer. My high school that I would have went to would have been Lucas.
Oh, Lucas
now,
Viking.
Yes. Now, we moved to Columbus right before my transition into high school, but I would have been gone to Lucas, yeah.
Lucas Viking, okay.
That's right.
All right, cool, that's fine. We can live with that. We got some Vikings that we train at RevCon. Okay, what I wanted to chat with you a little bit about was, or get your thoughts on mindset going into training. So, actually, I'm just going to leave it there. So you've got a training session. Let's talk to the high school athletes a little more. You know, you've had a long day at school. You got to get to the gym, do your workout. How can they maximize their time spent in the gym?
That's a great question. I think at times, too, that we might need to ask our coaches, to point the thumbs before we ask our athletes. So I think it's important for us to set the thermostat, to clearly lay out objectives, to give reasonings behind those objectives so a young athlete knows why we're doing certain exercises. We always are fine as saying we expect a lot from you. You in turn should expect a lot from us. So I think as a young athlete, it's dotting the I's, it's crossing the T's, it's intent. It's the understanding that you can perform an exercise very similar to your buddy, and if you're going through the motions, your results are going to be very, very different. So I think it stems from the relationship of both coach and athlete, and I think that responsibility should be on both shoulders.
Yeah, I like that too, and it's I think we make an effort to try to relate it to that athlete sport, because if if you're a hockey player and I'm a soccer player, we're doing the same exercise. One of us is thinking, am I doing soccer exercises or is he doing hockey exercises? But it's like, if you can say, hey, this is going to build that stamina so you can stay low in your legs. This is going to build that strength so that you can have that first step quickness to the ball.
I think that's crucial. I think it's very, very important. And you can do that as a skilled coach in literally 30 seconds. So it doesn't have to be a huge portion. We brief before the workout. We speak about the importance of exercises during the workout, and then we have some sort of a post-session message, something to take home, whether it's something about life skills or the workout that we just did. So we'll hit all three of those. We try to keep it short, clean, just like my hairline, so guys and girls can work. But at the same time, it's important, because you know what? If I'm a young athlete, I'd like to know why too. How's it going to help me for my sport? So I think if you have all three of those touch points within the workout, build a lot better communication, hierarchical as opposed to a top-down approach. Mm-hmm. You get better buy-in. When you get better buy-in, I don't care if it's placebo or not, you're going to get better intent on your follow-up.
Yeah. Can we chat a little bit about kind of year-round participation in hockey and your thoughts on, and even like spring hockey? And because I know parents don't, they want to give their kids every opportunity. They don't want their kid to be left behind. What are your thoughts and experiences?
Yeah, there's a lot of great information. Hockey Canada has a ton. USA Hockey has a ton. And a matter of fact, that information is being filtered to a lot of sports besides hockey. I think a lot of times, and I say this really respectfully, is no one pretends to be a doctor or lawyer, but everyone thinks they can coach. Everybody's a coach. But when you look at it, young athletes need a solid foundation of movement, whether it's kicking, rolling, tumbling, whatever it may be. And in a sport like hockey, which is not an early specialization sport, having that broad depth and breadth of those movement capacities allows you to respond better to situations on the ice that are non-routine based, like an early specialization sport. Coupled with the fact that, my gosh, they're kids. Let them play sports.
Yeah.
It's only going to help them be better athletes. In turn, being sharper mentally when the season finally does take place. We look at it in Columbus. I can tell you, like, when I was growing up in Canada, our tryouts were in August. We had the whole summer to get better. Mm-hmm. And now it's almost like it's a tournament or a summer tournament mindset where, hey, get in this tournament, get in that tournament. And I say again respectfully, a lot of times it has to do with following the money, right? And it many times is not in the best interest of the child. So I think as a young athlete, to be a better athlete, you need to be exposed to variations of sport, movement, etc. So the best thing you can do is get off the ice, be a kid, enjoy the summer.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much, Anthony. If you don't follow him already, it's Donskov SC on Instagram, and I'll find you on Facebook too. But this guy is a thinker. He's a cerebral. I always read his stuff because it always makes sense and it helps me to think as well. So real pleasure to hang out with you this weekend.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.